My house in the middle of a lake. My house. Cows are swimming in the lake. So I finally learned how to dig and build and craft and all that jazz, and I made a little home for myself in the in this little, I guess, cliff. It's not big enough to be a mountain. It's a little cliff. I made doors and I made a little living quarter for myself. And this is my crafting box. It's where I make stuff. Like let's say I want to make something like a sword. That's what I do. A stick and some wood, and that's a sword. Want to make a shovel. So there's different crafting recipes for crafting. And the actual crafting table itself is just like 4 pieces of wood and four planks of wood, and you make a crafting table. I actually I need something stronger than just wooden equipment, so I made my pickaxe out of stone. This is my furnace. I have not used it yet. I'm not quite sure how to smelt stuff, and this is my chest. I put 2 small chests together and I made a large chest. And let me actually just give you a whole tour of my home. Now, this is basically the living quarters, right? But then I can't go out at night, so I needed something to do at night. So I just started digging down. I hit water, so I got a pretty little scene going here with a little waterfall. And let me just show you how deep I dug. Some people dig like left or right, but I figure if I keep digging down, I'm going to find better and better ore. So, minerals. And I kept digging and digging, and basically until I ran out of torches. I made a bunch of torches, and I ran out of them. And I actually need more. I think coal is what I need to make these torches. And I kept digging until I got here. You see, that was pretty deep. That was hundreds of feet down. And this is some type of cavern deep underground. There were some monsters here that I killed. As you can see by my health, I've been battling. And there's still monsters around here. You can hear some going, confused monster. Well, that's more like monster noise. That's a growl. I don't know what kind of monster goes, that's just a bored monster. I don't want to eat anything today. I'm going to leave you be. So I'm just going to get some stones here, basically. That's all I can do. Back up here, and I need to go outside because I set up a task for myself today, for us. Well, not us, because I'm the only one working. You guys are lazy bastards who can just sit back and read the rewards without doing any actual work via this video. Live vicariously through my work. So I'm going outside because I've been staying indoors for a good like 4 minutes now, and it really annoys me. I just want to play. It's dark out and I can't see anything. There's monsters, but I figure if I don't go too far from my home, I can get the materials I need. And what I need is to build a bed, and to build a bed, I need to get some wool from sheep. So I'm currently looking around for some sheep. Sheep are probably, I assume, aren't that hard to find at night because sheep are really white, so I assume I'd just see them. That's my house. I put torches around my door for several reasons. One of which is, of course, to keep the monsters out. I figure fire keeps monsters out. But also, if I stray too far away, I'll be able to see my home. Now, that's not my permanent home. I will build my bed in there, but I'm actually another task that I'm going to do in this video. Hopefully, if I have time. Uh-oh, I hear something. I gotta get out of here. I heard a monster. Shit, it's probably too late. I gotta fight it. I don't even see it. There it is, a spider. Thank God it has like a red face, or else I wouldn't even see it. There. All right. Yeah, I can't be. I gotta do this later when it's daytime. There are really no monsters in the daytime. Well, there are. I'm playing on hard, so there are, but not too many. Anyway, another task I set up for myself is to actually start building a home on top of the cliff. So this will stop being my home, and this will just be like the entrance to my mine. I plan on just keep going down and lower, and just see what happens and how many minerals I can get. Hopefully, I'll run into crystals and all the good minerals and ores that I need to be totally rich and awesome and super cool and badass. Yeah, the sun's coming up. I still see some monsters out there, but I'll try the other door. I made two doors to my home, but I actually made one by accident. I was just kind of digging around for some minerals, and whoops! I made a hole in my wall, and I figured, just why not have two doors so I can, you know, two doors are better than one. Let me just set up a scene right now for you. Some of the footage you're seeing right now. It's like nighttime. I'm on Skype with a bunch of my friends, like people from it came from public domain, a bunch of like old and new game reviewers, and we're all just hanging out. I'm playing Minecraft, you know, it's midnight, and Acoustic Rocker is playing like late 90s pop hits for everyone, and it's just like an awesome night. And while all this is going on, I'm like playing Minecraft. And is that not badass or what? Yeah. And speaking of it came from public domain, there's actually a new episode. I thought this episode was going to be really kind of not funny, just because there's a lot of cartoon sequences and you can't really make fun of a cartoon. And also because one of our riffers, Ace Salieri, he left about 30 minutes into the riff. He had to go do some stuff. So, but I was very pleasantly surprised that the riff was just very good. Probably one of our better riffs. What happened there is the game froze. The Minecraft is still in beta stages, so there's some problems. I think what triggered the freeze is me hitting the sheep. But anyway, back to it came from public domain. The episode is really funny. We riffed this Disney movie called Song in the South. It's really racially insensitive, and well, it's actually not that much racially insensitive, but there's a lot of like pedophile innuendos in it. Like the whole movie is just a giant pedophile innuendo. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's a very funny riff. Link below. It's a Blip TV link. So back here, I got some wool from sheep, but one wool block is not enough. I need at least 3 to build my first bed, and I also probably need more because I'm gonna build a bed in my mine. But when I start building my house up on top of my cliff where my mine is, I'm also gonna need to build a bed in my actual house. Not just like the house I'm using right now, the living quarters. So 3 is enough, but I think I could still get more wool. Mary had a little lamb whose wool was square as a brick. Yeah, the maps are randomly generated, so there are just nooks and crannies everywhere. Like here, I see a dark crevice. There's probably monsters in there and probably some good ore, but I'm not gonna test it out now. I'm gonna stay with my mine that I created. I dug it for a good several hours, and it's pretty deep, so I figure I'll just keep going deeper and deeper. Look at you, sheep. Put some clothes on. Have you no shame? I'm gonna get some wood too. Wood is probably the most important ingredient. You can't have anything without wood. Wood, basically, you make handles for your weapons out of it. Every single thing, from swords to axes to pickaxes to shovels, needs wood, or else you just won't be able to make it. You know, like just the handle of it. You need a handle to actually hold stuff. So I'm gonna get a whole bunch of wood with my stone axe here. I've also noticed that when you use equipment, like you can basically break anything with anything. Like you can break wood, you can break like certain stones with like an axe, right? But if you break some stuff with a tool that's not made for it, for the stuff you're doing, that you're digging, you won't get anything from it. Like some ore, if you break it with the wrong tool, you won't get anything. You'll just break the block, but you won't actually get any of the sweet, delicious minerals that you can later use to make stuff. And there's a whole bunch of stuff to make in this game. Trinkets, little house warm-ups, you know, furniture, bookshelves, dynamite even, to really break stuff really fast. And this is the I'm gonna clear this out to make a clearance. This is my cliff. Underneath here is my mine, and I'm just going to make a flat surface, and that's all I'm gonna do for today. I'll start building a house later on, but for now I just need a clear surface to make my house on, and then later on I'll probably build a little staircase leading down to my mine for quick access or something like that. Yeah, so I actually want to do a review of the game CRYSIS 2 that's coming out. It's highly anticipated FPS game that's coming out today on Is it? It's the 22nd, yeah. So it's coming out on the March 22nd, 2011. Is this a sequel to Time Crisis? Dino Crisis? No, it's a sequel to Crysis. Honestly, when I heard Crysis 2 is coming out, I thought, you know, generic FPS. It's like all FPS games are basically a blur for me since like 2002. They're all the same thing. And it's like, is there some kind of law that says you have to battle aliens in your FPS? Can we battle things from this planet for once? But anyway, you know, I don't have the game yet, but I guarantee you it's going to get rave reviews, even despite the fact that it's just a generic FPS. And yeah, you do have that little suit that makes you run faster, be stronger, but ultimately it's the same thing over and over. It takes place in Manhattan, and the graphics are going to be really great, just like the first Crysis, which I played, and I got bored within an hour just because of how generic it is. Just running, gunning, ducking when there's too many enemies, just yawn. I mean, if really, a game like Minecraft, it's a first-person game, just like... making a bet here now, just like Crysis 2, but it's just so much better because it's so unique and it's just the possibilities are endless. Crysis is just, it's the same thing, and there are like a billion games just like Crysis coming out every year. It's just like, who cares? So there, I made my little bed. I'm going to put it over here, maybe. No, can't do it there. I'll put it over here, somewhere in the middle of my house, but soon to be just entrance to mine. This will not be my house for very long. I can't sleep now because it's the middle of the day, but you get the gist of it. Now I can, when you sleep, you can actually skip the night, so I won't have to just sit around and wait if I don't have anything to do during the night. So thank you all for watching. Goodbye, my friends. Next, Minecraft Mayhem coming real soon, so stay tuned. We're going to start building my house. We're going to do a whole bunch of really awesome stuff. Yeah, and I'm going to invite a bunch of animals to party when my house is built. So, later, alligators and naked sheep.